If there's men that watch this show, if they've learned anything, it's probably how to respect and how to have a long-term healthy relationship with a woman that you can call your wife and have a family with.
How do you get a wife, Ethan? Because my thing is like you're talking about the finish line. What about the race?
Yeah.
You understand? Like you have to get
Are either of you married?
Where you can even identify a female that's worthy of marriage, of having a family with, etc. And unfortunately, in today's day and age, it's not that simple anymore. So we live in a very complex world where it's difficult to identify women that are marriage material.
And most aren't. Simply, that's just what it is.
So you guys are. All right. If you guys' method is so good, why aren't you married?
Again,
because men are the ones that decide if they want to get married.
Choice.
So you choose not to be married.
Yes, because men are the one. We're the gatekeepers to marriage and commitment. Women are the gatekeepers to sex.
Right. And you're 34, right, Myron?
Yes.
And do you plan on getting married someday? Do you think it's important?
Eventually. The nuclear family is the backbone to any thriving society.
Oh, thank you for saying that about me.
Good job, but a lot of guys don't have that ability to find a woman that's worthy.
You don't have that ability.
I don't have that ability?
You're not married.
That's by choice.
Oh, but no, the ability to find a woman, you clearly don't have that ability. So you use the sugar daddy websites as dating sites.
Yes, so we did a whole episode on this.
And then you complain about women being shallow.
I never complained about women being shallow.
You say it's hard to find a good woman because they're motivated by material things and stuff, and yet you're seeking women, specifically a certain type of woman, obviously, that would be on a sugar daddy website. So it seems like you are confirming your biases by even going there to find women. What?
Okay, so you
Sorry,
said
Walter, I'll say it. Do you want me to say it again slower?
Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Miss Cafe. So ladies, let me tell you, in this video, these podcast bros find it out the hard way. They get humbled the right way. Let me tell you, you've seen the first video, how that man gets humbled. He likes to pick on single women, divorced women, but he himself is not married at 35 years old. I think these men tend to project their self-inadequacies. I don't know whether even that's right, but I think that's what they tend to project out here. So without further ado, let's quickly jump right into this very juicy video, and then I'll be back to give my take on it.
Why are women delusional? You're saying like a woman who's a 10 in China is going to be a 1 in the US?
I think it's kind of a little bit disrespectful to call me delusional because I'm addressing the fact that delusional. Most men, not everybody thinks I'm a 10 because, listen, I think I'm a 10 and you asked me what I thought. You didn't ask me what everybody else thinks. And so you're not going to change my opinion of myself by being disrespectful to me. And
well, I don't think it's disrespectful if you're actually delusional.
You guys are useless in society, so. If you're not contributing to a nuclear family, you're effectively useless to society.
So where's your nuclear family, Myron? 35 years of age with no offspring. It's funny because men who actually live these more conservative, family-centered, traditional value lives aren't doing podcasts talking about it. They're definitely not belittling other people for not following. My dad had a 14-year-old son at your age, Myron. 14-year-old son, wife, a full-time job that doesn't include sitting in a podcast studio and talking about other people. The issue for me isn't even what he's saying necessarily. I mean, I wouldn't go to the extent of saying someone's useless because they don't want to be in a nuclear family. But yeah, a nuclear family is important. Get one then. You're 35. There's no excuse. You can't preach one thing and then refuse to follow it yourself. And I've noticed that to be a trend amongst all these very, I don't even know what type of genre or content this is, but just this belittling other people type of content. They'll never preach. They'll never follow what they preach.
Let's try this again. It's like talking to a fucking child. Okay. Do you agree with me?
No.
Okay. Do you agree with me?
I've never seen you this pissed off. This is fucking hilarious. Oh my God.
I'm not pissed off. I'm just...
Yes, you are.
No.
And they say women are emotional. Look at him.
You're the one freaking out, not me.
I'm not freaking out. I think this is hilarious.
For me, it's extremely frustrating talking to someone who doesn't actually understand the words that are coming out of my mouth.
You're sounding very emotional right now, Andrew.
Can we go back?
Would you like to get some water?
Yeah, can we go back and go through all of these?
If you need to cry, that's okay.
Can we go back
I'm here for you, my friend.
Can we go back through these descriptors now?
Sure.
Okay.
Alrighty.
What is a right?
You just want to keep defining words?
What is a
Fucking
right?
Merriam-Webster over here.
What is a right from your perspective?
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with your definition on those descriptors.
No, but I want your definition.
I'm fine with your definition of
Then why do you keep contradicting yourself if you're fine with my definition?
I'm not contradicting myself. Your claim just doesn't make sense that humans do not deserve rights specifically because they cannot physically.
When did I say they didn't deserve them?
You just did, like
I said
4
they
times.
don't exist inherently, right?
Okay, so whether or not it doesn't exist inherently, does someone still deserve that right? Just because they cannot physically defend themselves.
How do you deserve something that doesn't exist?
But it does exist.
Okay, so now it exists. Does it exist or not exist?
I mean, do I have bodily autonomy currently? Yes. Can I go walk around my house and do what I want? Yes. So on a certain level, it does exist.
You keep trying to compare yourself to me as if we're equal and we're not. Men and women are not the same at all. Then why did you ask, are you in a marriage or relationship? Like, that doesn't have anything to do with the question.
Because I'm saying you're trying to down talk me for being single at 34 when I'm telling you I already had kids and been married and it didn't work out. So what I'm saying is that I've reached a point in my life where I'm happy being sustained by myself. And I could fuck whoever the fuck I want and still provide for myself and take care of my kids.
Makeup is the most accepted lie in society.
So reshaping your body and like working out and giving yourself tone muscles, that's also changing your appearance.
Conflating exercising and getting fit to makeup, something that can be put on and removed.
Couldn't you compare your beard to makeup since it hides your jawline?
That's not true. Yeah, that is true.
So you're comparing a beard to makeup?
Not directly. I'm not saying they're the same thing. I'm just saying you probably having that beard makes you a little bit more flattering looking in the same way that makeup might make a woman look more flattering.
I sort of see what you're saying. Certainly some men, the beard can help shape the jawline a bit. You know, you said that men lie about their height on dating apps. And I said, well, I think women lie more, and that's through makeup and through filters.
I'm gonna be straight up. Men should be allowed to cheat, but women should not even have the authority to leave the house.
Yeah, I like that.
Could you elaborate, please? Of course. Now, am I gonna eat the same dinner that I ate yesterday for the rest of my life?
Nah, bro, nah.
I don't know, probably not. Exactly. So why would I want to be pleasured by the same woman for the rest of my life? It's the same thing. Yeah, but if that happens, then why can't we cheat on men? Because we're superior. So therefore, you're not allowed to. Because we said so. I'm sorry, could you repeat that? That point made no sense. All right, we're over. Podcast ended. Get this idiot out of my studio.
If you want to keep talking about this, that's on you. But the thing is, you have to understand. You don't even care when I speak, regardless.
I'm listening
you're not even looking at me. You're just doing other shit.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
We got you.
Yeah, I got my pen and paper ready. At least. Go ahead.
You got it, Sam.
Go ahead.
I really don't like how you talk to me. It's very disrespectful, by the way. All I have been.
You're deflecting.
As soon as this is a precondition to what I'm about to say.
Okay.
As soon as I walked into your office here, I've been nothing but respectful to you. And the only reason I have attitude with you is because you have nothing other to say than talk about me because I have OnlyFans. It has nothing to do with my personality or anything like that, or what I actually bring to the table. That's all you care about. You're scribbling. You literally are not writing anything down.
Oh, he is.
Whatsoever.
Oh, he is. It's ironic.
Continue, I'm listening. Continue. Now, you said you were saying that to preface something else. Go ahead.
If you genuinely supported him and you cared about how happy he was, you would not care.
So what is the misogyny or the dislike of women which is promoted on this channel?
It's presented as a dating podcast, but it's really not. The topics that typically come up on this podcast.
What makes it not a dating podcast?
I'm about to go into that. A dating podcast should not discuss whether or not women should be submissive, whether women should vote. On Sunday's show, you ask women how many pumps after they tell you to stop is it grape. That's not a dating podcast. you basically say divorce hurts men, marriage is pointless. I don't know how that's helping your audience. I don't know how military conscription has anything to do with a dating podcast. I don't know how, guests being shown a submissive ex-girlfriend and saying, would you bow to your husband? Would you bow to your husband? That's not a dating podcast. That is promoting hatred of women and misogyny as well. Female guests are pressured to reveal their body count and then mocked. If they don't reveal, they're interrogated until they reveal. Women with OnlyFans are moralized and told to quit. Male promiscuity is excused and celebrated. Women are asked about their peak looks, age, and questioned incessantly. Segments like Man, Bear versus Woods mock women's very real fears about male violence, even though statistical realities are ignored and dismissed as irrational. The super chat roast. The guests love to shit on these women every chance they get. And on this show, feminism and women are blamed for most of men's problems.
There's a saying in Spanish, the quieter you are, the more beautiful you are. Why is it that that's a universal saying in all the different Latin countries? Why is it that men like quiet women, right? We've been saying that for years. Because women aren't valued on their opinions, unfortunately.
No, it's because you can't take pushback.
Oh, bro.
How many times has Adam told me to shut up because he doesn't like the pushback?
So I better understand. Can you further explain the whole, okay, when women say, I hate men, all men suck, whatever it is, you give them a bit of grace on that statement. But if a man says, I hate all women, or whatever it is.
Why do women, what teaches women to be afraid of men?
Well,
or not like them?
Answer my question?
Well, I will, but I think this is instructive. I think I'm going to answer your question.
So what's your question?
Well, my question is, why do you think women are afraid of men? Or might express that as I hate men? Why?
Maybe, sure. Either they've had a specific poor or bad incident with a particular man. They've heard from a friend that this person has had a bad experience. They have a society and culture that pushes forth certain messaging when it comes to this. There's perhaps you might even agree with this. The news cycle basically has people on high alert all the time because they're just hyper focusing on these otherwise pretty rare occurrences, and it's just a constant flow of here's a terrorist attack, here's whatever it is.
So
here's
I mean, and from talking with the women in my lives, and at least from what I've heard from women I've listened to, these types of experiences, especially unwanted sexual encounters or sexual assault or sexual harassment, are scarily common, really common. I'd encourage you guys, to talk to the women in your life. Just ask them, hey, have you had this type of experience? Yeah. And it's scarily common. So I think women's fear of men, and sometimes what they express as hatred, is a hatred with how they're being treated.
Sure. Yeah,
and I realize they're not being perfect with language, and one could argue that instead of saying I hate men, they should say I hate the way some men treat me. And I totally understand that, look, I struggle with this a lot too. I'm a man. When you say you hate all men, I'm offended because I'm a member of that category. And I feel that you're somehow impugning me for the actions of this shitty guy that I had nothing to do with. But I think what happens is when we do that, we're focusing on tone policing women more, and we're making it about ourselves in a sense. We're saying I hear instead of looking and listening to the message you're giving me, I'm going to immediately get on the defensive and make it about me. You know what I mean? So maybe actually, Brian, in an ideal world, you're right. Women in a perfect world, or in a way where if I were to advise a woman, what should she say? She should say, I hate the way that some men treat me. But I think that as men, we should use our big brain reasoning ability to say that, look, okay, women say they hate men, and all those women who go to the women's marches that, Jim Bob thinks are facades, and say that, we hate men, blah, blah, blah. And then they go home to men in their lives, and then they go, have men in their life that they love. They don't actually hate men. What they're doing is they're expressing a type of discontent in, albeit probably imperfect language, in language that is less than optimal whatsoever at all. But I think fixating on this idea that this is systemic hatred of men, just it's really
I didn't make the claim it was systemic.
It's not my bad.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. What specifically? Sorry.
I was just kidding.
No.
You're gonna make a great lawyer.
Justin and the Fresh and Fit, they faced too much rejection in their life from women. And that burnt has made them want to create a power imbalance where they're so much more powerful than the woman so that they can never get burnt again. In the process of this power imbalance, they're actually losing power. As a man, as you get older, let's say you get over the age of 35 and you're still dating 22-year-old women, they think I'm providing all the money, I'm providing the lifestyle, I'm older than her, I've got all the power. It doesn't work like she has all the power. So if you are somebody Justin or Fresh and Fit's age and you're dating a super young girl, she's already far more promiscuous than you are because her pool is too big. Whereas your pool, as an older man who's only dating young girls, is still quite limited. So firstly, she's already got that. Secondly, she's learned she can access that lifestyle without any hard work. You've had to hustle. You've had to come home stressed. You've had to really put your life on the line. You've had to really struggle to get that level of wealth. She's learned that if she just knows how to arouse a man sexually, she can get that lifestyle like that.
But
okay, let's talk about sex.
No, hold on, I'm not done.
Why you cut me off?
I'm
before,
not done.
Remember?
And I stood over there and I listened to you, and I was like, it's a ton of bullshit too. But we're gonna address this, right? Yeah. You are passing judgment on people who lack the tools to do what it is that they need to do to get themselves to a certain point of health. There are multitudes of factors that weighs into what goes on with somebody's body. There are people that even if they work out, losing the weight does not come as simple as just going to the gym, cutting calories, watching everything that you eat. There are some people that have a disposition. I have a disposition. But does that mean that I'm not active? Does that mean that I'm not doing certain things? No, it doesn't. But you're passing judgment on somebody's body that you know nothing about. Now, on the flip side, what if I turned around and I did the same thing to you? You're talking about how fit and stuff that you are, but you're over there and you're small as compared to these other guys. So how does that feel if someone comes? No, because you said shame, right?
That's a little,
you said shame, right?
Yeah.
So how does that feel if someone comes up and they start shaming you for size? Like, come on, it goes both ways.
Men are more oppressed than women.
In certain ways, I would agree.
No,
I would say
broadly
that
speaking, men are more oppressed than women. The worst outcomes in life occur more to men than they do to women.
the worst outcomes, meaning
the worst outcomes,
like poverty,
homelessness. Yes, that. Being conscripted to go to war is quite.
The patriarchy affects both of us in different ways. I don't think it's a competition.
There is no patriarchy.
The world's evils affect us in different ways. I don't think it's a competition of whether or not you're more oppressed or I'm more oppressed.
Well, feminists.
If you want to be a men's rights activist, go ahead, be a men's rights activist. I will support you.
What do you mean, go ahead? I already am.
Okay, slay. I will support you.
I'll just leave it at this.
You can be a men's rights activist.
Men are more oppressed than women. Change my mind. You can't do it. Okay, men are more oppressed than women. It is what it is.
I think playing the oppression Olympics is a little gauche.
Junior donated $100. Beret go to Afghan and preach.
They want us to move on.
USA woman drive work play sports. Woman are loved here.
I hate you.
The rest of the panel is dead. All of chat is over this stupid girl. Due to cams everywhere, woman increasing in crime. I'd crush this topic in 20 minutes. Men fight wars.
Okay,
Occam's razor, men fight wars. Even the dog is bored.
Okay, last thing, and then we'll move on.
That is crazy. It's not going to be the last thing.
No, it's going to be the last thing. It's going to be the last thing, I swear to God.
It's your podcast.
Middle-aged, and they feel like they can't argue with women their own age. They don't ever bring academics onto their podcast. They always bring on like barely out of their teens or actually in their teens OnlyFans models. And they have felt left behind by women their own age. And now they're terrified other men are also going to leave them behind. So what they're really doing is trying to keep all these other men and boys down with them in the trenches. And it's like, no, let them go, man. Like, it's your problem if you don't gaslight everyone into thinking you're normal.
Are you quiet?
Look,
strong
we're
woman.
not asking
I thought you were a strong woman.
I hope you guys have a really good day. I'm leaving.
Hold on.
You don't look happy. Like, why are you like screaming on your podcast? There's pills for that. Like, go talk to a person in an office. Like, there's therapy for that. But instead, no, let's normalize the subjugation of women because we're telling men that they're too inept to grow. I believe men can grow. I've seen men grow. Like I said, I've grown to look up to many men in my life. I believe in men. And the people who tell you women have to be down, like brought down, don't believe in you, don't like you, and are very, very dangerous.
I've watched almost every single podcast you ever did for about a year and a half. So much so that I bought into a lot of the things that you said. And for about 2 years, it led me astray and significantly damaged my personal life, including relationships.
How did it lead you astray?
Well, you told me to go sleep with a bunch of women and date multiple women at the same time, which I did. And it significantly damaged my life. My concern is what you're saying to men leads them astray, because I'm a walking example of it.
Are you nervous?
Nope. No.
I have a question for you. How do you define success?
Bro, I mean, there's so many facets of life.
Oh, daddy issues. I'm really close with my dad. I'm really close with my mom, my stepdad, my stepmom.
Yo, dude. Bro, can you fucking take the gum out of your mouth, swallow it, or chuck it out? Dude, sitting back here.
Daddy issues. I'm really close with my dad. I'm really close.
Smacking all over in the microphone. It's not cool, bro.
Big Italian family, mafia.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
So
go,
I'm
baby.
really
Let's
grateful.
go.
I'm really grateful.
What are your love languages?
Ooh, I think for a while it was words of affirmation.
Bro, why do you have to chew with your gum with your mouth? Can't you just chew it like... You know what I mean? Why you gonna open your mouth, bro?
For one, but I think...
I got you on that, my spicy Italian meatball. Shorty, bro. Shorty.
I'm cringing.
My biggest ick is like when I have to do everything or make all the decisions, because...
You don't have to worry about anything. I'll take care of everything, baby girl. You just show up. You're looking good. I got you. Yeah, what you need?
He's trying too hard, bro.
What about you? What are your...
He's trying way too hard. He's trying way too hard to be like a fuckboy. It doesn't come across genuine, you know what I mean? It just doesn't. And it's cringy. It's cringy.
So is Gabby someone you would consider going on a second date with?
I mean, she can... Oh, man, I'm gonna put a foot in my mouth, bro. I mean, like, she's probably not my exclusive girlfriend, but I wouldn't mind seeing her. I mean, she's a sweet girl, but like, you know, you have to be smart, funny, charismatic, sexy.
Bro's acting like he has choices. Man, shut up.
So it's the same.
Cornball. This dude corny ass, bro.
You would not want to. So Gabby did say no.
That's fine. I'm totally fine with that. That's better.
Yeah, come.
Don't like hurting people's feelings, so you know, these girls fall in love, bro.
Bro, listen to his laugh, bro. Yo, he hurt,
bro.
This dude hurt.
There was just a few...
Copium. Yeah, cope.
Small red flags, I think, that I caught that I think I wouldn't have picked up on maybe a few years ago, but after a few relationships, those are just some things that I don't want to experience again.
Tell him, Gabby. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
How old are you?
I will be 24 in 3 weeks.
I'm 24. How long you been together?
About a year and a half.
How do you feel about the way your woman is dressed tonight on a night out?
Oh, she looks amazing. She looks really good.
Do you feel like what you're wearing is appropriate when you're in a relationship with a man?
Yeah.
Why don't...
I love how awkward these interviews are, and I like how he does it.
Do you feel like
no? Do you feel like the way you're dressed right now is appropriate for work?
But that's the thing. That's what I was telling you guys, okay? The reason why he's like this is the exact same reason why when we were doing comedy, when someone was crashing, dude was laughing and I can't fucking handle it. It's the same fucking incomfort.
But do you feel like there's something wrong with me laughing at other people's unfortunate circumstances?
Though that's what but say
no, he doesn't do that.
If we're gonna be too much,
he's not doing that. He's not doing. The nerd is in his voice.
Oh my god.
So do you feel like that's appropriate within the confines of a relationship?
Adjust your glasses. That's just the thing that's missing. It's just this.
And you can see the boyfriends right there. It's like obviously.
I love the look.
Yeah, he's like
yeah. I think it's all right. And he just went like.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a problem at all with this?
The look is amazing. What are we doing?
There, listen. Just keep watching.
Why don't you have a problem at all with it?
Well, to be honest with you, she asked my opinion before she bought it, and I was like, yeah, that's amazing. And then she wore it for me before we came here, and I was like, yeah, I really like that dress.
So notice what he said. She asked my opinion on the dress. You probably went up there. Do you think this is too much? You think it looks good? She's like, nah, babe, I'm sure that looked really sexy on you. Cool. They're about to go out together. She wanted to know if she was doing too much. So she asked. She's like, no, it looks really good. That's it. He wasn't like, you have my permission. You're allowed to wear, right? You don't have to do that. She asked in a very cordial way, and that's normal. If I'm going out with somebody and it's, let's say, like, it's okay to coordinate between each other to be like, is my outfit too much for this occasion or whatever it might be?
My girl asked me for my opinion because she values my opinion because it's going to be honest. So when she says, hey, you think it looks good? I'm like, yeah, it looks good. After that, you want to wear it.
But do you give her permission?
No, I don't have to give her permission. I don't have to do that.
But she should ask.
No, I'm not her dad.
Do you think that within the confines of your relationship, it's okay for her to go out in an outfit that you didn't approve of?
You see that there you go. You said confine of my relationship. That's my relationship, not yours. So just you asking this question is just like, mind your business, bruh. Mind your fucking business.
But
mind your business.
Is it okay for...
It says, what's one thing you said that destroyed a man's confidence? Imagine your daughter ended up with a man like you.
Jesus Christ.
He said, lower your voice while talking. I answer, so lowering my standards isn't enough?
Oh, shit. Merde. Oh.
He was teasing me about my facial hair. I told him, somebody has to be a man here.
Astaghfirullah.
I hope you find less so you can feel like enough.
Oh
shit!
They women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
You believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4". Only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if we're speaking about those figures, the things that women are attracted to, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math.
Okay, before we go, what's your math saying?
The conversation and the words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A top tier man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character. A top tier man is a man who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. A top tier man, they lead with love, not with dictatorship, right? They don't want to control their woman. They want to gently lead their woman. A top tier man creates space for a woman to feel good about herself. A top tier man supports the dreams and the ideas of a woman. A top tier man prioritizes a woman. A top tier man is in leadership and working as hard as he is to give the woman the life of her dream.
When somebody tells you they're an alpha, you should believe them, because alpha is a type of radiation, and it's a type of radiation that's so weak that it doesn't penetrate into the body, but if it gets inside the body, it does tremendous harm. So you believe them. But alpha is also a type of program. It's a type of program that's so buggy it shouldn't be released to the public. And so when a man tells you that they're an alpha, believe them.
I would love for my wife to be at home all day and she just does what I say.
Are you married?
I love that. If I had the preference, I would prefer to have full control over my wife.
Full control over my wife? What is slavery?
It's cool. If I had the preference, I would like to have full control. Just me as a person, I like having full control of all of my situations. 100%. So if it was my preference, I would prefer to control her entirely, but I know it's not realistic.
That's the craziest video I've seen in a while. Do you notice how these black men with podcasts start to sound more and more like slave owners without the stock to do so, right? And that's what's so compelling to me. This obsession with full control over things only comes from people who feel so powerless and out of control of their situation. Like, it's very weird to me the way that the subordination of black men can sometimes turn them into these monsters of, I want to completely control a human being as if I own them, even though the ownership of my people has oppressed me, and I still feel that. I can't see how my desire to do what has been done to my lineage is hurting me. And it's appalling, and it's almost a joke, because what these men want, they will never get, because like I've said a million times, they are fighting with white man's tools that do not work for them. The reason he's so confident in saying, I want full control over an entire human being, is because there is not a world where that is really going to happen for him. That is a white man's wet dream. And the other black men in the room being like, go off, king. You want to fully own someone? You shouldn't want to fully control your child or your dog, let alone your wife, your equal. This is why I'm saying marriage these days is doing nothing for women but making us face these men who haven't dealt with the shit going on in their head and think it's okay, genuinely okay, to come on the internet and say, I want to fully own a human being, even though I'm still dealing with generational trauma from slavery. And that is what has made me insecure enough to feel I have no control over my life and must declare that I need to completely control a woman. And they can't seem to recognize the insanity, the delusion. And that is what is so compelling in us continuing to watch these black men talk in ways that they should not be talking about power they do not have, as if they are slave owners without the stock. And we continue to watch because it's crazy. It is literally a cultural phenomenon. We are watching the delusion of these men and the other men in the room being like, go off, king. Meanwhile, the black women are literally there like, what in the slavery is going on? That's what she said.
What do you call a female deer? A doe. What do you call a female horse? A mare. What do you call, and this one's really hard for a lot of you, a female human? A woman. You call them women. One of the reasons that your bald podcast bros call us females instead of women, aside from the fact that they're just dipshits, is because it makes it easier to dehumanize someone who you never actually humanized in the first place.
Let me tell you, honestly, after creating this video, I'm so tired. Like, even not after creating, but generally, I'm just tired of these podcast bros. I'm so tired of this kind of men who sit in front of a microphone and then think that they're top tier. A top tier man will never consider them top tier or anything they do top tier. They just sit in front of a microphone and gossip and think that that makes them men. And then you see, sitting in front of a microphone and talking as a man is not the issue. The issue is, what message are you spreading? What good are you doing through this podcast? A lot of these men have created these podcasts to tear down women, to project their inadequacies. Like, it's never anything positive that you hear about them. It's always how they want to control women, how they want women to be traditional, how, like, unrealistic standards that don't even go with 2025. I don't know, but personally, I'm so tired. I don't know whether you're as tired as me, that I don't even have much to say, except that they are very delusional. For example, talking about how men are more oppressed than women. What the hell do you mean? What the hell do you mean? And I love that she asked him, do you want reparations? I did not include that part because that part has a lot of terms that may get this video demonetized. So I did not include that part. But you can catch that part on TikTok. You can just go and search that creator and get the whole clip. It's like 5 minutes long. And then the guy who asked this woman, do you think you're a 10? And she says, yes, I think I'm a 10. And he tells her, he goes on to tell her that she's not a 10. And I loved her answer. She told him, you asked me if I thought I was a 10. You didn't ask me what everyone thinks. Let me tell you, most of these men want us to hate ourselves so bad because they hate themselves. It's projection at the end of the day. That's what I want you to remember. It's projection at the end of the day. And it's so satisfying to see another man humbling those men. It's so satisfying because, let me tell you, as women, our voices are not respected. As a woman, when you say something, they don't listen. But when a man tells them something and he stands his ground and he beats them with facts, then they have no option but to respect what he says. And these men are very delusional. For example, that tall, light-skinned man with cornrows, he thinks he's top tier because he has cornrows or because he's tall. my God, like it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Just because you're tall, just because you have money, doesn't make you top tier. What makes you top tier is your character, how you treat your partner, your values, your beliefs, how you carry yourself, how you lead. Like it's a lot of things that make people top tier, and it's nothing external. Trust me, it's everything internal. Oh my God, the lady who says that these men sound like slave owners without the stock to do it is so right. Like, it's so right, and I think that sums up this video. Ladies, I don't want to go on and on because I'm so tired about this. It's so annoying, but I really hope you love this video. And by the way, I'm not feeling well. I'm not well by the way. I just feel... Anyway, I'll be okay. So I hope you really enjoy this video. And I hope it's finding you at a time whereby you're relaxed. I hope you enjoy this weekend, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.